morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Clifford Stone. I was a Sergeant First Class, United States Army. I had a secret clearance with nuclear assurity. I could get the clearance that I needed to do whatever it was that was necessary for me to do at the time on special operations when I was called in on those. What I'm referring to here is that I was involved in situations where we actually did recoveries of crashed saucers, for lack of a better term, debris thereof. There were bodies that were involved with some of these crashes, also some were alive. While we were doing all this, we were telling the American public there was nothing to it. We were telling the world there was nothing to it. But the whole situation is, we've set back, we've told the American people that there's no such thing as UFOs.
Yesterday you told us you traveled, thousands of light years to get here. Yes. Tell us the truth or never get you. Just
I was at the White House with my family, and we were getting a tour, and Barack and Michelle and Sasha and Malia.
Nice.
And it's me and Jada and the kids, and we're walking through the White House. And the night before, Jaden had said to me, "Dad, I got to ask the president about the aliens, I was like, dude, no, it's not cool. No, Barack is talking about this situation wrong. And Jaden says, "Excuse me, Mr. President." And I was like, "Hey, Barack, man, hey, listen, Jaden. And Barack said, "Don't tell me." And in perfect form, like, this is why he's the president, he stopped and looked at Jaden and said, "The aliens, right?" And I was like, oh, shoot. And he said, "Okay, I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of extraterrestrials."
This amazing footage was discovered by Scott C. Waring and posted to his blog UFO Sightings Daily. The video shows a large crowd of people recording a UFO flying over Guangzhou in China. In the video, a man and woman in a car come to a stop as they are heard saying it's a UFO in Chinese. The woman then says to get out and to record it.
I've been involved where we have recovered these objects. We know them to be of extraterrestrials. In 1969, I had an event that happened to me while I was stationed at Fort Lee, Virginia. We went to Indiantown Gap, Pennsylvania. That would be my first exposure to any time that we would be recovering an unidentified flying object. Later on, most people involved were to be told that there was nothing on board it. It was nothing more than just a crash of one of our aircraft. I know better, because I was one of the people that approached it with a Geiger counter to get surface readings. I was the first person to go ahead and see that there were bodies on it. That would be the first of approximately 12 events. UFO crashes are not events that take place every day. They're rare.
So I take it aliens took over our future, right? So we're human. Okay, so you evolved from us. So what are you doing here now? How?
The disclosure legacy, the president that makes, the first head of state that makes the announcement that the extraterrestrial presence is real is one of the greatest political legacies of all time. I don't care who you are, period. Right? You go down in history. For 1,000 years you'll be talked about. Right? That's the most profound event in human history, and you are the head of state that let it out, the one that brought the truth to the world. That legacy, that is a very desirable legacy, and they want it.
Wait, so you know the meaning of what? What's the difference? So you know how the universe is created? So you think God?
I know we're not alone in the universe. I know that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. It's evidence that has been denied to the American people.
What do you call it? Great legacy. Nobel Prize, first black president.
Chump change. Trump change. First black president, how many black heads of state have there been before Obama entered the White House, right? His legacy as the first black president was over the moment he lifted his hand off the Bible at the inauguration, right? It's chump change. As far as some of the other stuff, nothing serious at all. This legacy is massive, right? And I assure you, it is incredibly desirable.
Illuminate us. What happens when we die? So, let me get this straight. There's no God, and we all experience each other's lives, right?
However, because you have just triggered the most profound event in human history, more profound than the coming of Christ. Supposedly, God sent his only son down to the earth, right, to bring a message to the people. And he comes down, and over a very long period of time, he sort of, actually a couple of years, he does his teachings. He gets crucified, and that sort of launches the Christian religion, which takes hundreds of years to develop and start affecting worldview. That was the Christ event, which has almost 2.2 billion followers. This event will affect thousands of times more people and do it in days. All right. In other words, the worldview of humans will be affected worldwide within a week because this event is that powerful. So it's much bigger than the Christ event. So if you think being Jesus Christ was a big deal, being the disclosure president, a big...
Give us information to the young people of the world in this country. They want to hear it. They want it. Give it to them. Don't hide it and tell lies and make stories. They're not stupid. They deserve it. It's their information. It doesn't belong to the Army or the Department of Defense. It's theirs. If it's classified, take the classification off and give it to them.
So, how was the universe created, and why is it so perfectly made for us?
Why don't we see more videos of it? Because it takes a brave person to post something unknown on the internet that might get you and your family arrested in China, since the Chinese government probably considers such videos to be top secret and a threat to their national security.
So, why do we destroy ourselves with nuclear war? Can you be more specific, please? What about morality? What do you base your morality on? I see.
It's finally out, and it's just going to keep spreading. And so this idea that you can pretend that you never were involved in it and those documents don't exist, it's over. It's simply how long can you continue to do your thing before you finally have to answer the door? And what I'm trying to say is that they're about to answer the door.
Listen, here's the deal.
Aliens.
I know. I have the top secret information. I just can't share it. You don't think I've made all of these movies and not been briefed by the White House?
It makes sense now.
Of course. I know. I just can't tell you.